Hi guys, I wanted to pop on here for a second and just give a little bit of an update, a little bit of more information, I guess. I'm overwhelmed by the love and kindness that I received. I made a post on X and it garnered a lot of attention, and I am just overwhelmed by all of the beautiful messages and the prayers and the kind words. And I wanted to just say thank you, first of all, for your prayers and for your thoughts and for the time that you took to just let me know that that you're praying for me. I think it's so beautiful, the way that God's people care for one another. And I also wanted to just give a little bit more information. You know, I've seen a few messages, people talking about living with CHF or congestive heart failure, and they say that you can live with it for years, and I realized that, and I've had heart issues for many years, but it's progressed to the point where I'm not sure what more they can do for me, but hopefully I'll find out in the next couple of weeks, God willing. But the truth is that the heart failure is not my only health concern, not by a long shot. I have been sick all my life, and this is just the progression of it. The CHF is just sort of another symptom of my overall health problem, which is muscular dystrophy. I was diagnosed when I was 15 years old, and at the time I was definitely showing signs of it, obviously, which is what brought us to the doctors, but I knew that something was wrong with me from the time that I was very little. When I first started kindergarten, I realized that something was really wrong with me, and I wasn't diagnosed until I was 15 because I hid it for so long. I hid it from everybody that I could, and finally my mom noticed, and so we started the doctor visits, and that was just a whole other story. But at the time I was walking, I was driving, I was doing most things normally that a teenager did, although I struggled a little physically. But over the years, and it's been 30 years since then, I have lost nearly every strength, every ability. You know, I can't walk. I haven't walked for about 9 years. I haven't driven for probably 20. I haven't done anything normal, really, that a mother and a wife does for her family. I haven't grocery shopped or done laundry or really anything. And I'm at the point where I just can't do anything on my own anymore. I can't get up out of this chair. I can't get up out of bed. I can't get into the chair or into bed. I can't cook. I can't clean. I can't dress myself. I can't take a shower on my own. I haven't left the house except for a doctor's visit, except one time in probably 5 years, maybe more. In 2019, I was really sick, and I was on my deathbed. I mean, I really didn't think I'd make it, and that's a whole nother story. But long story short, God touched me and strengthened me, and I've been running on that strength for about 5 years, until recently, maybe the last 6 months, I started to really decline. I had a heart event in December and ended up in the ER, but they didn't do much or find much, and that's okay. They're very busy doctors down there. But since then, I've really been feeling just pretty terrible and really having a hard time breathing. I mean, just the silliest things take my breath away. You can tell by the way I'm talking, I struggle to talk. But I smile because God is so good. I feel like God is just holding me all of the time. I feel like for every loss I've experienced, He has just poured into me His Spirit. You know, I have lost every ability except for sitting and reading, looking at my phone. That's about what I do. Although I've maintained movement by exercising every few hours for decades, because that's the name of the game with MD. With MD, if you don't use it, you lose it, but if you overuse it, you lose it quicker, so it's always been this balance. But I have been living to survive for so long. Every day my routine is just doing things to keep me alive. That's what it is, and no one wants to live like that. But anyways, that's also another story. What I want to say in my chaotic way, I guess, is that there is no loss, no amount of suffering, no amount of struggle or hardship that God cannot see you through. There's nothing that I've lost that I wouldn't have traded for God's presence anyway. Had I known what the loss of my strength and independence would have brought me, I would never have mourned it so much. Because for every loss, I got more of God. And every time I struggled, He was there. I have had to sit and be still for so long, and I have hated it. I'm a very active person mentally, and when I was younger and I could do things, I was so busy. I love being busy. I never would have sat down and just focused on God, never, without being forced to. But because He forced me to, I was able to. That was such a gift from Him. It was such a gift that He just sat me down and said, focus. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna cry. He said, keep your eyes on me. Just keep your eyes on me. And I'm so grateful for that. And it's such a strange thing to be grateful for an illness that I have absolutely loathed. I have hated in the past. I was so angry about it. And I never thought I would be thankful for it, but I am. I am because God is better. God is better than anything bad that you could ever go through. And so if you're going through a trial right now, a struggle, and so many people are, lean into God, because He wants to bless you through it. He wants to carry you through it. He wants to hold you through it. And maybe I'll make some more videos if, God willing, I have the energy, but I just want you all to know how very grateful I am for you, for your words of encouragement and your kindness. I pray that God blesses every single one of you. And I'm not giving up. I'm going to fight until the end, but if it is my time, I am at peace with that. Not only peace, but absolute joy. I love you all so much. And I just want you to remember that God is good. God is so very good, even in the bad. God bless.